Hello guys, today we're going to be working on this Bolens BL160 string trimmer. If you guys watched the shorts video on it, I did a compression test on it and it only made about like 30 psi compression. So, I was using this to trim a side yard for my lawn care business, and it started bogging down and then it died. And I wasn't able to get started again. But one thing I did realize is that it had very low compression, and I checked the crankcase cover to see if the screws were loose. This top one was, but the bottom two were fine. And checked for spark. We had spark. And then I squirted some fuel in the carburetor, and it went fire. But yeah, it's just way too easy to pull this thing over. So yeah, this thing doesn't have enough compression to run. But normally it's not worth rebuilding these cheap homeowner string trimmers. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna take the shaft off, and then I'll take off the muffler, see what failed. Alright, I got the power head taken off the shaft. I put a couple of the screws back in that were holding the trigger in place just to prevent the trigger mechanism from flying apart. But here's the shaft. It's nothing really fancy, it's just a little square shaft that the power head drives to spin the weed whacker. But anyways, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the back part off of the power head so that way we can look inside the crankcase. Alright, I got the back part of the weed eater off, and that's kind of interesting. There's little bits and pieces of like plastic or rubber, whatever it looks like, inside the crankcase. Here's the back cover, and it looks like it's kind of ripped up, or I don't know. Something happened inside. I don't really know, but looks a little oily. I'm gonna take the front cover off, and then we'll take off the muffler, see what it looks like inside the cylinder. Alright, I got the clutch drum off, and now I'm going to take the clutch off. Alright, I got the clutch out, and it was a pain in the butt to get it out, it was like welded onto the shaft. So I had to get out the big pry bar here and this little wrench to try and get the clutch off. So that wasn't really that much fun, but it's done now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the muffler off, and we'll take a look inside the cylinder. Alright, I got the muffler off of the engine, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of carbon buildup surrounding the muffler port. But if I rotate the piston up or down, as you can see, it looks like the top of the piston's kind of scored a bit. Hopefully you can see that. But the top ring is also kind of loose. Hopefully you guys can see that too. And the bottom ring looks like it's stuck. And yeah, so there's also some visible scoring on the cylinder wall through the exhaust port as well. So hopefully you guys can see that. This thing does have some parts that are worth salvaging, like the carburetor, the fuel tank, and the recoil muffler. But at this point, I'm not really gonna tear it down the rest of the way. But anyways, that'll be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.